Half-human creatures are mythical beings that are a combination of human and animal traits. The origins of half-human creatures can be traced back to ancient times, where they were often used to explain natural phenomena or to represent certain traits and characteristics. They are often depicted as powerful, magical, and sometimes dangerous beings that inhabit a world beyond our own. These creatures have been a part of various cultures and mythologies throughout history and continue to be a popular subject in literature, art, and media today. For example, the Egyptian god Anubis was depicted with a jackal head, which symbolized his role as the god of the dead. Similarly, Greek mythology features centaurs, which represent the balance between animal instinct and human intelligence. There are many mythical and fictional half-human creatures from various cultures and traditions. Here are some of them described for you. Centaur. With its human torso and horse-like body, it is one of the most well-known half-human creatures. They are often depicted as skilled warriors and are associated with wisdom and strength. An interesting theory about the origin of the centaur is that they were created when people of the Minoan culture who were unfamiliar with horses first met tribes of horse riders and were so impressed with the skill that they created stories of horse humans. Mermaids, a creature with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a fish, they are known for their beauty and grace and are often depicted as seductive beings who lure sailors to their doom. The first mermaid comes from a legend from ancient Assyria in which the goddess Atargatis transformed herself into a mermaid out of shame for accidentally killing her human lover. Satyrs. This is a creature with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a goat and are often depicted as mischievous and lustful creatures who love wine and revelry. Despite their reputation as lustful and wild creatures, satyrs can also be depicted as wise and knowledgeable. In some stories, they are portrayed as teachers and mentors to the gods and humans alike. Minotaur. With their bull-like heads and human bodies, they are often depicted as powerful and dangerous beings who inhabit mazes and labyrinths. Its name derives from the bull god Minos, a major deity of the Minoan civilization of Crete, as well as a king who demanded sacrifices of Athenian youths to feed it. Harpies. With their bird-like wings and talons, they are often depicted as malicious beings who snatch and carry away humans. The earliest existing reference comes from Hesiod, and the poet Ovid described them as human vultures. In legend, they are known as the source of destructive winds. Even today, a woman may be known behind her back as a harpy if others find her annoying, and an alternative verb for nag is harp. Fauns, a creature with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a goat, they are often depicted as playful and carefree creatures who love music and dance. Faun is often confused with a satyr due to their similar appearance. It is the half-human, half-goat mythical creature in Roman, while satyr is the same character yet in Greek. Another way to differentiate them is that satyrs are more like horses, while fauns are more like goats, but they both have two legs. Nagas. With their serpent-like lower bodies and human-like upper bodies, they are often depicted as wise and powerful beings who possess magical abilities. They are believed to be incredibly powerful and are associated with water, rain, and fertility. In modern times, the Nagas have become a popular symbol of power, strength, and mystery. Sphinx. A creature with the body of a lion and the upper body of a human, and sometimes the wings of an eagle and tail of a snake. It is most commonly associated with ancient Egypt due to the famous Sphinx monument that can be visited today at Giza. But the Sphinx was also a character in Greek storytelling. Wherever it appears, the Sphinx is a dangerous creature that challenges humans to answer questions, then devours them when they fail to answer correctly. Mandrake. The mandrake is a rare instance in which the hybrid creature is a blend of a plant and human. The mandrake plant is an actual group of plants, genus Mandragora, found in the Mediterranean region, which has the peculiar property of having roots that look like a human face. This, combined with the fact that the plant has hallucinogenic properties, leads to the mandrake's entry into human folklore. In legend, when the plant is dug up, its screams can kill anyone who hears it. Cecaelia. According to the beliefs, this is a creature with the lower part of an octopus and the upper body of a human. The creature had their origin in the Asian and Native American mythology, legend, and folklore. Native Americans, especially the Raven people, seem to attribute a certain connection between Cecaelia. Cecaelia is also known as the sea witch since they can control the winds and weather. Ipotanes. In Greek mythology, Ipotanes are a race of creatures that are a combination of horse and human. They are usually depicted as the reverse of centaurs, having human bodies with the heads of horses. Although sometimes attributed to Greek mythology, the term appears to have originated at a much later date. They are sometimes depicted as wild and violent creatures, but they can also be depicted as wise and skilled healers. Bastet. Bastet is often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat or as a fully formed cat. Bastet is a goddess from ancient Egyptian mythology who was originally worshipped as a lioness goddess of protection. Over time, her image evolved to that of a cat-headed goddess associated with fertility, motherhood, and domesticity. Penghou. This is a mythical creature from Chinese mythology that is often depicted as a half-human, half-ape creature similar to a monkey. It is sometimes also referred to as the mountain elf or mountain fairy. Penghou is believed to inhabit the mountains and forests of China and is said to be a mischievous and playful creature that enjoys playing tricks on humans. Keibu Keyoiba. Also known as Kabui Keyoiba, this is a mythical creature with the head of a tiger and the body of a human in the Meitei mythology and folklore of Manipur. He is often described as half man and half tiger. Legend says he was once a skillful priest named Kabui Salang Maiba. With his witchcraft, he transfigured himself into the form of a ferocious tiger. As a punishment of his pride, he could not completely turn back to his original human form. The Gorgons. This is another half-human creature from Greek mythology. They are Thetis, Steno, Uriel, and Medusa, who were entirely human in every way except that their hair was made up of writhing, hissing snakes. So fearsome were these creatures that anyone gazing on them directly was turned to stone. Similar characters appear in the earlier centuries of Greek storytelling in which Gorgon-like creatures also had scales and claws, not just reptilian hair. Jinmenken. This one is a creature from Japanese folklore that is said to be a type of yokai, which is a supernatural being or spirit in Japanese mythology. The name Jinmenken translates to human-faced dog in English, and as the name suggests, it is a creature that is depicted as having the body of a dog and the face of a human. Inmyeonjo. Inmyeonjo is a creature from Korean mythology that is said to be a type of celestial being. The name Inmyeonjo translates to nymph of the clouds in English and is a creature that is depicted as having the body of a human and the wings of a bird. Adlet. Adlet is a creature from the Inuit mythology that is said to be a type of canine-human hybrid. The name Adlet translates to big dog in Inuit language and is a creature that is depicted as having the upper body of a human and the lower body of a dog. Khnum. Khnum is a deity from ancient Egyptian mythology that is said to be the god of creation and fertility. The name Khnum translates to creator or molder in English and is a deity that is often depicted as having the head of a ram and the body of a human. Lamia. In Greek mythology, Lamia was a female demon who was believed to prey upon children. She was depicted as having the upper body of a woman and the lower body of a serpent or a fish, often depicted as a powerful and alluring figure who represents the darker side of feminine power. In some modern interpretations, Lamia is seen as a sympathetic figure who was wronged by the gods and is seeking revenge or redemption. Manticore. In Greek mythology, the Manticore is a legendary creature with the body of a lion, the head of a human, and a tail that ends in a cluster of deadly spikes. It was said to be a ferocious and bloodthirsty monster that would hunt and devour humans. The Manticore is believed to have originated in Persia, where it was known as the man-eater. In Greek mythology, it was sometimes called the Androphagus, which means man-eater in Greek. Scorpion Man. In Mesopotamian mythology, the Scorpion Man is a legendary creature that has the upper body of a man and the lower body of a scorpion. It is said to be a fearsome guardian of sacred places and treasures and was often depicted in ancient art and literature. So, half-human creatures are often associated with a particular culture or region, and their appearance and abilities can vary depending on the stories and beliefs surrounding them. Some are known for their beauty, while others are feared for their strength and cunning. Today, half-human creatures continue to capture the imagination of people around the world. From popular fantasy novels to blockbuster films, these mythical creatures continue to fascinate and inspire us with their unique traits and abilities. Well guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any more creatures you want to add to the list, you can drop them down in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and please remember to support us by liking our videos and subscribing to the channel. See you soon.